Hey, what's up YouTube? Been a while since I did one of these videos. I've been wanting to do it for a while. It's probably been about 7 or 8 months since the last Gokaiger Key update video, but I've gotten a lot more since then, filled in a lot of the gaps, and I think it's time for another quick little update. Maybe just run you through all of the teams, names, and all of their names in general, and show you which ones I'm missing, and just overall give you a really good idea on what a close, near complete Gokaiger Key Collection could look like. Like I said, I've gotten a lot more random stuff since then, but it's filling out quite nicely, as you see. I'm only missing 2 Rangers from pre-Mighty Morphin Power Ranger series, which obviously Super Sentai is exclusive to Japan. I'm really hoping to have all of them, this whole thing complete within the next year or two. So the ones I'm down to the nitty-gritty, the ones I'm looking for, the ones I need are like exceedingly rare. Very upsetting that I can't find them. But we're going to go ahead and get on with this. Just a quick little run through. Well, I don't know how quick it's going to be, but it's going to be as quick as I can make it, considering there are 35 plus teams here to go through. But we'll go ahead and start, obviously, from the very beginning. 1975, top left row, up here, as you see, we have Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Aka Ranger. We have Ao Ranger, Key Ranger, Momo Ranger, and Mito Ranger. If anyone's wondering what those words mean, Aka means red, Ao means blue, Key means yellow, Momo means pink, and Mito means green. So moving on, we have the second series, Jack Q sorry if I pronounce this wrong, Denjitekai. And these Rangers were based off of card suits, which I thought was a little strange, but it worked for its time, I suppose. 1977, we have, starting with the Red Ranger, we have Spade Ace, Diamond Jack, Clover King, Heart Queen, and Big One, that White Ranger with the rainbow colors you see there, which was actually the leader of this team. And before that, and every series afterwards, the Red Ranger has always been the leader. So having that one White Ranger as the leader of only the second team ever was a little strange, but I guess it was just they hadn't maybe started the formula of Red Ranger always being the leader yet. It just hadn't caught on yet. But third series, we have Battle Fever J, starting with the Red Ranger. I know there's not much red on him, but he's still technically a Red Ranger. We have Battle Japan, Battle France, Battle Cossack, Battle Kenya, and Miss America. And yeah, I know the hair on the helmet's a little bit freaky. But it was 1978, so what do you expect? The fourth series ever, we have Denji Man. We have, starting with the Red Ranger, we have Denji Red, Denji Blue, Denji Yellow, Denji Green, and Denji Pink. Moving on to the fifth series ever, we have Taiyo Sentai Sun Vulcan, which was a very unique team in the way that there was only 3, and they were all male. There was no female. We have, starting with the Red Ranger, we have Vol Eagle, Vol Shark, and Vol Panther. Moving on, we have Goggle 5. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Goggle Red, Goggle Black, Goggle Blue, Goggle Yellow, and Goggle Pink. And next we have Dynaman. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Dyna Red, Dyna Black, Dyna Blue, Dyna Yellow, and Dyna Pink. And now we move on to the series from 1984, my birth series. It's the year I was born. We have Cho Denshi Bioman. Get those mixed up every now and again. We have Red 1, Green 2, Blue 3, Yellow 4, and we're going to come all the way down to the second row here for the last one, Pink 5. And we're going to move on to Dengeki Sentai Changeman. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Change Dragon, Change Griffin, Change Pegasus, Change Mermaid, and Change Phoenix. Moving on, we have Cho Shinsei Flashman. I got it right that time. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Red Flash. This is one of the series I am missing one from. I am missing the Green Ranger, Green Flash. If anyone has an extra out there that you would like to donate or even offer to sell me, I will buy it. So just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you, and we'll work something out. Yeah, missing the Green Ranger there. So we have Red Flash, missing Green, Blue Flash, Yellow Flash, Pink Flash, and moving on, Hikari Sentai Mask Man. We have Red Mask, Black Mask, Blue Mask, Yellow Mask, Pink Mask, and X1 Mask. Moving on to the next series, we have Live Man. It's an all-animal-based series. Starting with the Red Ranger, there is Red Falcon, Black Bison, Green Sai. Sai means rhino in Japanese, for anyone out there not knowing. Yellow Lion, and Blue Dolphin. Next we have Kosoku Sentai Turbo Ranger. Starting with the Red Ranger, Red Turbo, Black Turbo, Blue Turbo, Yellow Turbo, and Pink Turbo. Next series, we have Chikyu Sentai 5-Man, which is another series. The only other series from before Mighty Morphin I am missing a Ranger from. I am missing the Yellow Ranger. Should be 5 yellow, so starting with the Red Ranger, 5 red, 5 blue, 5 black, and 5 pink, and I'm missing 5 yellow, which, again, I need. If anyone has one to donate or one to sell, please mention it in the comments below, and I will make you an offer. Or you can make me an offer, because I really need them. Next we have Chojin Sentai Jetman. We have, starting with the Red Ranger, Red Hawk, Black Condor, Yellow Owl, White Swan, and Blue Swallow. Coming down to the third row, we will have the all-recognizable Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. In Japan, this series was called Kyoryu Sentai Z Ranger. Kyoryu meaning dinosaur. So, we're starting with the Red Ranger, we have Tyranno Ranger, Mammoth Ranger, Tricera Ranger, Tiger Ranger, Terra Ranger, and Dragon Ranger. Next, we have not a skipped series, but a more of an incorporated series into the second season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Hence, you will recognize the White Ranger from the series, but not the rest of the Rangers. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Ryu Ranger, Shishi Ranger, Tenma Ranger, Kirin Ranger, Ho-Ho Ranger, and Kiba Ranger. Next, we have Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger, which we called, which basically was just the third season of Mighty Morphin. Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers being only running about 10 episodes long, thankfully, because that was just god-awful. But starting with the Red Ranger, we have Ninja Red, Ninja White, Ninja Yellow, Ninja Blue, Ninja Black, and Ninja Man, which we called Ninjor in the American series. Moving on, we have Choriki Sentai O Ranger, which we called Power Rangers Zeo. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have O Red, O Green, O Blue, O Yellow, O Pink, and not the Gold Ranger, people, because technically Saban messed up and called that a Gold Ranger, but technically King Ranger is a Black Ranger. So yes, his name is King Ranger, and he is a Black Ranger, not a Gold Ranger. Next we have Gekiso Sentai Car Ranger, which we called Power Rangers Turbo. Not to be confused with those Turbo Rangers. So we have, starting with the Red Ranger, Red Racer, Blue Racer, Green Racer, Yellow Racer, Pink Racer, and the Blue Centurion, which in America we called, well, Blue Centurion. In Japan was called Signal Man. Almost got that confused. Next, we go to Denji Sentai Mega Ranger, which we called Power Rangers in Space. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Mega Red, Mega Black, Mega Blue, and we're going to come all the way back down to Left fourth row, Mega Yellow, Mega Pink, and Mega Silver. Moving on, we have Seiju Sentai Gingaman. Ginga meaning galaxy, so therefore this is Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. We have Ginga Red, Ginga Green, Ginga Blue, Ginga Yellow, and Ginga Pink. And then we have the Black Knight, which here in America we call the Magna Defender. And again, moving on, we have Go-Go 5, which in America we called Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. We have Go Red, Go Blue, Go Green, Go Yellow, and Go Pink. If any of you are wondering why there's no Titanium Ranger, it's because of just that. There is no Titanium Ranger. He only existed here in America. He was completely made up from the mind of Saban. So you will find an American key for Super Mega Force made for the Titanium Ranger, but there was no Titanium or Silver Ranger in the Japanese version of this show, so they did not make a key for it. Moving on, we have Mirai Sentai Time Ranger, starting with the Red Ranger, Time Red, Time Pink, Time Blue, Time Yellow, Time Green, and what we called the Quantum Ranger, his name is Time Fire. Moving on, we have Gal Ranger, which we call Power Rangers Wild Force. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Gal Red, Gal Yellow, Gal Blue, Gal Black, Gal White, and Gal Silver. Then we have Ninpu Sentai Hurricaneger, which we called Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Hurricane Red, Hurricane Blue, Hurricane Yellow, and starting with the Thunder Rangers, as we called them, or in Japan they're known as the Go-Raigers, we have Kabuto Ranger. All the way back down, fifth row here. You see him right back there. We have Kawaga Ranger. We have Shurikenger, which was the Green Samurai Ranger from Ninja Storm. Not to be confused with Power Ranger Samurai. Okay, then we have Hurricane Dark, which he's really dark. It's hard to see him right there. But again, a Ranger that only existed in the Japanese version of the show. We did not have him at all in America. Then moving on to one of my favorite series ever, we have Bakuru Sentai Aba Ranger, which we called Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Aba Red, Abari Blue, Abari Yellow, my favorite, Abari Black, Abari Killer, and once again, a non-existent Ranger that was just pretty much a gag joke in the Japanese version of the show. We have Abari Pink, which never existed. It's just a joke. So why they made a key of it, I don't know. Again, maybe it was just a big joke. Now we have Tokusou Sentai Deca Ranger, which we called Power Rangers SPD. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Deca Red, Deca Blue, Deca Green, Deca Yellow, Deca Pink, and Deca Break. Then on here, we also have Deca Master and Deca Swan, which we call the Shadow Ranger and Cat Ranger. Which, Shadow Ranger, that's forgivable, but Cat Ranger, I mean, come on, it's not a cat, it's a swan. I can't stress that enough. And then we had two Rangers from SPD or Deca Ranger that only existed in the Japanese version of the show. They were both female, and their names are Deca Bright and Deca Gold. And unfortunately, in the Japanese version of the show, both of those Rangers were destroyed. So there wasn't much info on them, so they made keys as a Lost Legend, part of a Lost Legends set, so I bought them anyway. Moving on, we have Maho Sentai Magi Ranger, which is a fairly large team. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Magi Red, Magi Yellow, Magi Blue, Magi Pink, Magi Green, Magi Shine, Magi Mother, and Wolzard Fire. And then, starting here, we have Go-Go Sentai Bokenger, which we call Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Boken Red, Boken Black, Boken Blue, and all the way back over here, Boken Yellow, Boken Pink, Boken Silver, and the ally Zubon. And then here we have Juken Sentai Geki Ranger, which in the Japanese version of the show was the first appearance of this Red Ranger, Aka Red, which is a special ranger that they were building up to appear in Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger, which is what all these keys that you see here are even about. So it's basically, it all stems from that guy right there. He's the one that started collecting the powers, and it all basically just went from there. So won't get into him right now, but again, Geki Ranger, this series here, was his first appearance, so that's why I set him there, because I got all of these in order of appearance. So starting with the Red Ranger, from Jungle Fury or Geki Ranger, we have Geki Red, Geki Yellow, Geki Blue, Geki Violet, Geki Chopper, and then the two villains that were in the show that actually became allies in the end, Kurojishi Leo and Melee. Moving on, we have Engine Sentai Go Onger, which we called Power Rangers RPM. We have, starting with the Red Ranger, Go on Red, Go on Blue, Go on Yellow, Go on Green, Go on Black, Go on Gold, and Go on Silver. Then moving on to the series after that, we have Samurai Sentai Shinkenger, or Power Ranger Samurai, which marked the return of Saban's comeback after, I don't know, I think it was almost a 10-year hiatus. I mean, he didn't have a direct influence for Power Rangers because Disney had the rights, I think, from Wild Force through RPM. So Saban only had minimum involvement in those series, but came back strong, really strong with Power Ranger Samurai. I mean, one of my favorite American series so far, aside from maybe Dino Thunder and Dino Charge. So definitely really, really good series. Starting with the two Red Rangers, you heard me right, too, because the Red Ranger in this series, from both Japanese and American version, also has a sister who can also use the Red Ranger power. It's kind of like a family thing. I won't get into that, but obviously we have the two Red Rangers, Shinken Red, and then we have Shinken Blue, Shinken Pink, Shinken Green, Shinken Yellow, and Shinken Gold. Moving on, we have, that should be very recognizable because it's still pretty current, we have Tenso Sentai Goseiger, which was Power Rangers Megaforce. Starting with the Red Ranger, we have Gosei Red, Gosei Pink, Gosei Black, Gosei Yellow, Gosei Blue, a Japan-only Ranger, Gosei Green, which didn't exist here in America. They didn't use him because, again, that Ranger dies in some kind of subplot in Goseiger. And then Gosei Knight, or we call him Robo Knight. Moving on then, now we have the 35th series anniversary edition of the Aka Red Key, which is the one who precedes the team where all these keys are about, Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger. So as I mentioned, we had the 35th series edition of Aka Red. Now we have the Red Ranger from Gokaiger. We have Gokai Red, Gokai Blue, Gokai Yellow, Gokai Green, Gokai Pink, and Gokai Silver. And then we have two really special keys that only Gokai Silver could utilize. We had the split form of Go On Gold and Silver, which he just calls Go On Wings, and then the red and green split form, which he calls Gokai Christmas. Moving on, we have the 36th series of Super Sentai. Another one of my favorites. We have Tokume Sentai Go Busters. We have, starting with the Red Ranger, we have Red Buster, Blue Buster, Yellow Buster. Another one of my favorites, Beat Buster, Stag Buster. And then we have their buddy droids, which also appear in the show and help them utilize more powers and upgrade them eventually. But we have Nick, Gorosaki, Usada. Then we have Jay, which is obviously just the civilian or normal robot form of this Ranger here, the Silver Ranger Stagbuster. Yeah, that's right. He's his own buddy droid, and he's a robot that becomes a Ranger. So that was definitely a very unique choice. Maybe another one of the reasons why they never brought the series to America, why it was skipped. Just too many really odd factors in Go Busters to really say the reason why Saban skipped it. But I might make that a whole nother video in general. But for now, we'll keep moving on. Then we have this little frog buddy droid. I'm trying for the life of me to remember what his name was. I think his name was Enatron, or something like that. And then, of course, I know you see like another team of the same Rangers, but technically there is a difference. There was a movie special in Japan where basically Go Busters versus Go Busters. I know it sounds strange, but basically the Go Busters were in an alternate dimension and had to fight an alternate version of themselves. And they made those keys too. They're the only difference from the other keys are the slight changes in the visors on the helmets. That's about the only difference. But we have, and the names too. So instead of Red Buster, Blue Buster, all that, we have Red Cheetah, Blue Gorilla, Yellow Rabbit, Gold Beetle, and Silver Stag. And then two more obscure Go Busters that didn't really amount to anything. We have Black Puma and Green Hippopotamus. Yeah, Hippopotamus. I got nothing on that. But, and then moving on, the only Zuden Sentai Kyoryuger or Power Rangers Dino Charge key that I own, and that is Kyoryu Gold, or the Gold Dino Charge Ranger. Only for the fact that these keys in particular are so expensive and so rare. I could only get my hands on my favorite one first. So anyone else out there who knows, like, please, like if you've got extras or know where I can get the rest of the Dino Charge, Japanese version of Dino Charge keys, you know, on sale, that would be great. That'd be absolutely just amazing if you could do that. I really would appreciate it. And then we're going to get into the more obscure keys, the ones that really aren't Power Rangers but still related in a way. These are Kamen Rider O keys. Again, they made these because of a certain crossover special movie in Japan, Gokaiger versus Kamen Rider O. I'm not quite sure on the name of the special, but yeah, I mean, they're also really cool keys. I mean, obviously, it's all just the different forms of the single Kamen Rider O, and then he got his upgraded forms like Rato Rata and Sugozo and Tajador and Shota and Puto Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, some of them are really hard to pronounce, but at least I got those. I believe those were the only actual Kamen Rider keys that they made for Kaizuka Sentai Gokaiger. But then we have these really limited edition special ones really up front here. They're translucent and very sparkly and shiny. Not really too sure what their purpose was for. They're just these little special edition collector's keys that they made. Not really sure if they're supposed to represent anything specific at all. And then we actually have some Megazord keys. Actually the only Japanese Megazord keys that they ever made. We have Flash King, which is from Choshinsei Flashman. It's the Megazord from that series. We obviously have Daizuzien, which is obviously just the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord, the iconic one we all recognize. Then we have Ryuseo, which is also a recognizable Megazord. It was the Red Ranger's Megazord in the second season of Power Rangers when they got the quote-unquote Thunder Zords. But technically that Megazord is from the series Die Ranger. So, which was up here. Yeah, with the one with the recognizable White Ranger that we all know, but not the rest of them. Yeah, that's Die Ranger. So, then we're going to move on. We have Gao King, which was the Megazord from Gao Ranger or Power Rangers Wild Force. We have Magi King, which obviously was the Megazord from Magi Ranger or Mystic Force. We have Dai Boken, which is the Megazord from Operation Overdrive or Bokenger. We have Geki Soja, I believe is the name of this Megazord, from Geki Ranger or Jungle Fury. And then we have this, which I believe is the special legendary power Megazord that they use only once in at the very end of Gokaiger, one of the movie specials, I believe. And then last but not least, because I'm still missing some, but these are the last ones that I've gotten, this is a special Metal Heroes key pack that I actually believe I did a review on a while back, a little bit of a gripe. But we have several Silver Heroes. I'm not quite too sure on this one's name. I'm trying to remember. I think he's from Exceed Draft, a really old obscure Metal Hero show. So I mean, but obviously this is really recognizable. We have the Ninja Master Jiraiya. We have the Cyborg hero Giban. And like I said, I'm not quite sure on his name, but I know what show he's from. From Exceed Draft, I believe. I want to say it's from Exceed Draft. Then obviously we have Jan Person, which is another obscure Metal Heroes show. He's basically like Japanese RoboCop. And then we have these two, which some might recognize, but some others. Big Bad Beetleborgs is what we called it here in America, but it was in Japan known as Beat Fighter, which was like a very spy-based, techno kind of themed show. It was actually really cool, but Saban tried to adapt it here in America, called it Big Bad Beetleborgs, made the heroes kids out of a comic book, and it was just really ridiculous. So I really would recommend to watch the Japanese version of this show. But we have Blue Beat and Gold Beat, so or Gold Kabuto, however you want to call that. But yeah, those are two really cool keys that I'm glad to have, because I watched that show when I was a kid growing up. Thought it was cheesy then, and it's even more cheesy now. But the Japanese version will blow your mind. So go ahead and give that a look if you're interested. But all in all, again, aside from the two pre-Mighty Morphin keys that I'm missing, like I said, I'm missing the Green Ranger from Flashman, and I am missing the Yellow Ranger from 5-Man. So Green Flash and 5 Yellow are two of the keys that I sorely need. So if anybody out there has an extra of one of those two, or is willing to part with one, like say sell me one, I will go ahead and leave it in the comment section below, and we'll get together and we'll make that happen, because I really would like to have a full Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger Key Collection to show all you guys here really soon. But that's pretty much my little update and run through of my collection here. This video ran way longer than I wanted it to, but hopefully that gives you guys some clarification, and maybe maybe some people out there learned a little bit about Super Sentai / Power Rangers today. So thank you guys all for watching. Please like and share, subscribe if you haven't already, and this is Rangers, ready go.